Hey everybody, it's Aquaman, and on this episode, we're going to cover hot springs. So, let me show you the town. Hey guys, welcome back. Alright, so when you come into town, the first thing you're going to do, you're going to come down the trail, and as you exit the trail, you get to see a sign here to let you know the elevation. You're going to be currently at 1326 elevation. And then, got this really cool little monument here dedicated to the Appalachian Trail by the Carolina Mountain Club. And just a few steps further, you come to a parking lot. And as soon as you walk into the parking lot, the first place you're going to come to will be the Laughing Heart Hostel. Let's show you around. Alright guys, behind me is the Laughing Heart Lodge Hostel, and it's a large hiking hostel, lots of rooms and camping spaces available. And we're going to talk to the manager here in just a minute, and I'm going to let him explain a little bit about what it's all about and what they have to offer here, and we'll show you around. Alright, here you go, the Laughing Heart Hostel. Alright guys, I'm going to introduce you to Caboose. He's the manager of the Laughing Heart Hostel, and I'm going to let him explain a little bit about what this hostel is all about.
All right, I'm Caboose. I've managed the Laughing Heart this year. This is a hostel. We're right off the trail here. We've got private rooms, we've got bunk space, we have tenting, and I think we're pretty much the only laundry in the whole town. So, yeah.
All right, so take a look at some of the rooms. Show people
Absolutely, come on in. We'll show you around. So this is our common area and our kitchen area. Kitchen is over here on this side. Normally everyone who brings some trail magic stuff puts it up front. This is Tomahawk. He's here helping out as well. Hey, how's it going? And so pretty much when you ever come here, if you see any food out here, down in the pantry or in the fridge, if there's no name on it, it's up for grabs. It's for everyone. Awesome. Got coffee over here. We have 3 bathrooms with showers. All of them have shampoo, conditioner, body wash, all of that. We've got towels for everyone here. And then down this way, well, first we've got 2 private rooms just behind here. They're private rooms with twin beds that are $35 a night.
Okay.
And then that's one more just like it. It's the 3rd one that's a private room with a twin bed for $35. Then I have private rooms with double beds. There's still someone in here.
Yeah.
Here. But I have more in here. This is staff laundry where I do all the sheets. But these are private rooms with the double beds or full beds that are $50 a night. And then I have a private room that's kind of our semi-private room. It's got 3 twin beds in it, and each bed is $30 a night, and I rent them out either all 3 to a group or 2 to a group or 1 per person. So it's kind of just a $5 step up from the bunks that get you a full bed as well as like a, you know, sheets, comforter, and all that stuff instead of the bunk room.
Okay.
This is our hiker box area. And then back here is our loaner clothes for anybody doing laundry. The laundry here is just $5. It's not per person, it's just per load. So if people jump in together, it saves money for them.
Perfect, perfect.
And then I've got 2 different bunk houses. This is the first bunkhouse. Like, bunks are just $25, but got kind of a couch and a TV with some DVDs and all that here. And then back here we have the second bunkhouse that has 10 bunks in it, and again, each are just $25. It's just a little bit of a common area here. So.
Okay, and you also have camping sites as well.
We do. For if we're full up and people still want to be here, we have camping for $10, and that includes showers and, you know, just all the facilities that you want to use here in the hostel. And then if somebody's stopping by and they don't want to stay, but they're just needing a shower and laundry, shower is $5 and the laundry is $5.
Okay.
So, yeah.
All right. Well, awesome, Caboose. Thank you so much.
No problem. Thank you, Greg.
Okay, now Caboose was talking about some of the other amenities. It does have a really cool little porch area here where people kind of congregate. They do have a fire pit down here, and that's always a nice place in the evening, especially on the cooler nights. And in the background, you'll see that whole area out here is all for tent space. So during hiker festivities, they said this thing will be packed, as many as 60 tents out here. So plenty of tent space out here, and this is Laughing Heart Lodge. Pretty cool. This is where I'm staying for a couple nights, and so all right, let's move on. Okay, guys, one last thing about the Laughing Heart Lodge is their laundry room. They do have 2 washing machines and 1 dryer. Soap and stuff is included. Like Caboose said, it is $5 for a load, not per person. So if you get 3 or 4 hikers, you get all your stuff together, and it'll all fit inside of one machine. That's just $5 between the 2 or 3 of you. So that is kind of a neat little bonus. And he says it's probably the only laundry machine in town that you can use. So, all right. Now we move on to our next location. Hey guys, got another quick PSA for you. While you're in Hot Springs, if you do an overnight, this is actually a great place to add Permethrin to your clothes and tent prior to getting much further up trail, because now that the weather is getting warmer, ticks and mosquitoes are going to start becoming problematic. So what I've done here is I've laid out all my clothes and set up my tent over here, and I just finished spraying everything down with Permethrin. It's an odorless chemical that helps deter ticks and mosquitoes, so protects you from things like West Nile disease and Lyme disease. So very important. This is a great place to do it because you'll have some time here. There's plenty of open space, well ventilated, and it's only about $15. The outfitter carries a lot of it, so you can get set up there and spray everything down. 1 bottle should treat pretty much everything you have, and then it's good for about 6 weeks. So if you haven't already done so, Hot Springs is a good place to go ahead and take care of starting and treating all your stuff for tick prevention. All right, a little bit of a PSA. Take care. So if you come off trail and you opt not to go over to the Laughing Heart Hostel, you can go straight ahead and follow the AT straight down this little trail here. So they have a small water crossing. And then you're going to come to a small road, which is fairly active, so do look both ways before crossing. And you come to a really cool stone staircase right here. Now, the stone staircase is actually part of the AT, and it's a pretty high staircase. Pretty neat. It goes all the way down to a nice little road crossing up ahead. Once you get to the bottom of the staircase, I'm going to show you something you may want to pay attention to, especially if you're coming down this way in low light conditions. So I'm sure this wasn't always sticking up like this, but due to erosion, there's this nice little geo marker right here, and it sticks out of the ground quite a bit. So if you're not careful, you could really hurt yourself by kicking that pretty hard. And again, the trail wanders around parallel to the road, then you'll come to the road crossing, and then you're going to be on the main strip leading into town. Okay, once you get to the crosswalk, you are now on the main drag. Now this is the drag that goes all the way into town. So as you come off, you'll make a left-hand turn, and you'll be heading on Bridge Street. And Bridge Street takes you all the way into town, and it also takes you to our next hostel. And just as you turn onto Bridge Street, almost immediately you're going to come across the next hostel, which is the Blue Ridge Hiking Company trailer, or the Appalachian trailer. All right, gang. Well, let's go check out the Blue Ridge Hiking Company. So right now there's actually nobody here, so it's going to be really easy for me to show you everything here, which is really cool. So this is the common space, and they have free Wi-Fi, and they actually have Netflix here. So it's kind of one of your selling points on the facility. They have a really neat little bunk room back here. Go in here and show you guys around. So they've got 6 bunks, really nice new construction, nice mattresses on here. They've got a really nice bathroom in here. Call it a pretty elegant looking shower setup in here, really nice, and everything is provided for that as well. And they've got one on this side of the house, and then they have a smaller bunk room on the other side of the house. And this one only has 4 bunks. So, and these rooms can be rented out as private rooms. Because of COVID, they prefer to do a whole group in one room. So you kind of rent out the whole room. And then there's one common shared bathroom between the two. They have a full kitchen over here. And no meals are provided. Coffee is provided. Free Trail Magic stuff, if it's available, is provided. But it is bring your own food in. But you can have full use of a full kitchen in here. Really nice. So, all right, now let's talk a little bit about the Blue Ridge Hiking Company by Jennifer Farr Davis. Now, Jennifer Farr Davis is an established hiker, author. Some of her stuff here, she's got some great little trinkets and stuff that you can get. And this is more than just a hiker hostel. This is actually a hiking company. So what they do is they have an all-inclusive setup where hikers of any type, whether you've never hiked before or an advanced hiker, you can come here. And they basically provide everything. They've got the packs, the food, and the tour guides. They'll take you to a trailhead. They provide you with the hiking experience. They provide the food. They help you pack your pack. They teach you how to become accessible as a hiker. So no matter what level of hiking skill you have, they want to make hiking accessible to the general public. So they're a very opening or way of like a gateway to the hiking world. So if you're not a hiker and you want to learn how to hike, this is a great place to come because they train you in everything. They put the packs on you. They help you learn how to put everything together, how to carry the pack, how to cook the foods, set up your tent. They do everything for you. So it's a true hiking company where they do more than just, say, all right, here's a place to stay. They actually will do the full gambit and guide you from the Smokies to Hot Springs, all over the place. They transport you. So it's all-inclusive, so you can do that as well. You can bring a group here, make it as a team-building activity, or you can just basically, sign up. You'll find out, let's say you're, women 65 and older event coming up, and you can sign up, do that, and women will come. Again, they provide all the packs, all the food, the tents, everything you need, take you there, guide you, help you set up, get you back to the starting point, or do a loop, and get you exposed to hiking. So their whole idea is to make people comfortable in the hiking world. So really kind of a cool thing. So it's more than just a hostel. They're a true hiking company. And this was all started by Jennifer Farr Davis, an amazing person, again, author, hiker, public speaker, great individual. So this is the Blue Ridge Hiking Company, and this is the Appalachian Trailer. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. All right, we'll catch you down trail. As you walk into town, you'll be on a sidewalk, and as you go, you'll see the AT is actually marked with little placards in the concrete as you walk along. So another 50 or 75 feet, you'll hit another one. So you know you're on the right path. Okay guys, now just a little way down the street, we're going to come to one of the hiker favorites for mornings, and that's the Smoky Mountain Diner. And probably one of the best breakfasts you'll get on trail, at least so far, and pretty awesome. Been enjoying their breakfast, and so I'll show you the menu so you can see what the menu looks like. And here are their current hours. So you got to understand, they only open until about 2 p.m. on most days. So, so be sure to plan accordingly. All right, so we got the diner behind us, and then right next door is the hiker resupply. So once you've got a nice full stomach from breakfast, you can come next door to the Dollar General. And this is a huge Dollar General store. So if you're used to the little stores in your town, trust me, this one will blow you away. It's huge. And it has just about everything a hiker could need to resupply with. So again, be sure to stop in here at the Dollar General for all your resupplies. Here's the outside of it, the front of it, and you can see it goes way back in there. So be sure to check it out. And again, all your resupplies are definitely going to be here if you need them. As you walk down the street, you're going to find out that the name of the road changes to Lance Avenue. And let's see if you see it there. And all along the way, there's all kinds of neat little historical placards. So be sure to check those out and read those. And again, you are still on the Appalachian Trail as you walk along, because this is one of the first towns where the trail actually goes through the town as a northbounder. And it's probably the last town the trail cuts through if you're southbound. And there's some beautiful, quaint homes like this one here, and a few others just along the walkway. So it's definitely a beautiful place to check out. All right, and just again, a mere feet from that last sign I just showed you is the Belle Historical Inn from 1924. And it's a beautiful plantation-style home up on a hill, just up the hill from the trail. So really pretty. Again, really neat thing to see. And again, as you can see through town, we're already halfway through. So again, it's a pretty small town, but again, a lot of cool stuff. One thing about importance about safety here is there is a lot of traffic on the road, so try to make sure you're not wandering off the trail, because you will see a lot of heavy traffic move down through these roads. As you can see, it's a major intersection for a lot of major areas. Sign down there goes towards Knoxville, Tennessee, and Newport is that way. Going ahead, you've got towards Asheville. So again, fairly busy roads, so be sure to stay on the sidewalk, which is actually part of the AT. If staying at a hostel is not your thing, they do have little bed and breakfasts like the Dorland Cottage here, or over here we've got another hotel, and hold on, let me get up here where I can. So it's the Alpine Court Hotel, and again, these are options when staying here, especially if it's busy. So behind me here, this is the Alpine Court Hotel, And again, it's just your standard little mom and pop type hotel situation. And again, we're almost to the town. If you can see the railroad tracks up ahead, that pretty much marks the end of Hot Springs. So we're almost there, but we still have a lot to see. Okay, another interesting spot that we're going to go check out is the Hot Springs Rafting Company. And again, that's just across the street from the AT, so not far. And let's go see what they're all about. We're about to go in, talk to the owners and or one of the workers here at the Hot Springs Rafting Company, and find out what it takes to go for a raft ride while you're in town. All right, guys. Well, I'm here with Rodney. He's a owner of the Hot Springs Rafting Company, and he's going to give us a little rundown about what's included on a hiking or on a I'm a hiker. You're the rafting trip. So tell me all about a rafting outing.
Sure. Yeah, we offer the 5-mile trip. It's a class 2s, class 3 trip. It's typically around a 3-hour trip. Which counts the ride to and from the river. Also offer a 9-mile, which I call the full day, but we're typically back around that time, around 1 o'clock, 1:30, just depends on the water level.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, and it's a good trip. We offer a lunch on that one, but right now we've just been running expresses.
Okay. And what's all included in the rafting trip, other than the trip up and back? I mean, life jackets? I mean, what all?
All of your safety gear.
All your safety gear. Mm-hmm. All right. If the water's cold, you guys have
Yeah, we supply you with splash gear.
Okay.
We need wetsuits. We'll use them, but I think we're out of the wetsuit season.
Okay. Well, hey, we don't know when people are going to be coming through watching the video, so make sure they know that they could actually get a wetsuit if it's colder temperature. All right. And what's the typical cost for the 2 different trips?
For our 5-mile, it's $50 per person. Okay. And the 9-mile is $70.
Okay.
The minimum of that is 4 in a boat.
Awesome.
Or you can pay for a private trip, which is also available.
That's even more awesome. All right. So Rodney's going to give us a tour of the shop real quick so you guys can get to see all the cool stuff he's got inside. Okay. Hikers, we lose them all the time. So finding a good pair of sunglasses is not a bad place to know that you can find them here if you need them. Okay.
And we've got
all the souvenir T-shirts. Okay. So, you can tell people you rafted in Hot Springs, and again, you'll probably mail it home, but there's plenty of cool stuff here, lots of really neat designs. So yeah, be sure to check out their line of clothing in here. And again, got all kinds, male, women, and it looks like some kid stuff in here. Plenty of ball caps. If you've lost your cap and you want something cool and unique, definitely something to pick up. All right. A lot of other cool souvenir stuff, lots of stickers and stuff. So again, for those of you collecting stickers, lots of neat stickers to pick up here. Add those to your souvenir collections. All right. And then of course you got some more gear back here.
Yeah, water shoes. Yeah, we're putting that together now just to get them back in shape.
All right. And then you got some more cool gear. So lots of neat little trinkets here. So definitely come and check it out. Even if you don't use a rafting trip, you can definitely get some cool souvenirs while you're here. All right. Well, that's the Hot Springs Rafting Company. We'll see if we don't do some more with them later on down the bit. All right. That was pretty cool. All right. So then, staying on this side of the road, now this is not the AT side, but just a little ways down, we're coming to the USPS. So for those of you who are needing a resupply box sent to Hot Springs, this will be the post office that you're going to come to and get your resupply from. So again, as you can hear, lots of traffic. It's a very busy road out here, so again, make sure you stay on the road or stay on the sidewalk. And so here we are. That's how far away we are. And so right now I'm gonna let you guys see. This is the actual office hours, so you know when to make sure you try to get here in order to get your boxes. All right. And contact information as far as helping you out there. Okay. So all right. So that is the post office here in Hot Springs. Hopefully that'll help you out if you're using this for a resupply. And now we're going to go right across the street to the Hot Springs Welcome Center. Okay, now due to COVID, some areas still do mandate mask wearing, so I do have my mask on, and the AT Welcome, or the Hot Springs Welcome Center is definitely one of those locations. And but just out front, before you even go in, there's a lot of really cool stuff here. Like some, this gives you some good background about the area, and then any of the trails near Hot Springs. There's a whole outdoor placard here that tells you all about the day hikes, the short hikes, the longer hikes, the bike hikes, trails. So some neat information. Don't even have to go inside, and you're already getting a lot of good information about Hot Springs. Right with me is Stone from the Welcome Center. I'll let him explain a little bit about the town of Hot Springs.
Well, I'm so glad to have you here and stop in and see what we're up to. This is Hot Springs, North Carolina. It sits on near the banks of the river, French Broad River, and Spring Creek runs through town. We have the Hot Springs Mineral Therapeutic Spa here, right? That is just wonderful to get in. I get in there when I'm all sore, and people that coming off the trail get into the hot springs. It's pumped out of the Hot Springs aquifer underneath the city here. It's nice and warm and soothing.
Yeah, and I'll make a quick point about that. Make sure, if you're going to do this, make a reservation days ahead. It does book up. It is hard to get a reservation if you try to do it 2 days out. So try to do it at least 3 or 4 days out minimum. Okay?
That is correct. And we sit right on the Appalachian Trail, one of the very few little towns that you can walk on the Appalachian Trail, stay in town on the sidewalk. That picks up again in past the Laughing Heart Lodge, and it starts and goes up toward Maine, right over the bridge here. Okay. And we have the Hot Springs Rafting Company to take care of all your needs on the river. They're really nice folks. And again, reservations are imperative around here. And we have dining. We've got the Smoky Mountain Diner all the way down here for country food. The Bassa Riviera, right next to the Bluff Mountain Outfitters. Got the, where else? The Spring Creek Tavern. They have some really nice chicken wings, and they're famous for their cheesecake. That's a really nice cheesecake.
Oh, we love cheesecake.
And around the corner, we have a new place. It's our first microbrewery, Big Pillow. They're really nice folks over there. Go around the corner. We got the, did I mention the Artisan Gallery?
No.
Very good. I believe they're still serving local vintage wines, and they have ice cream, and they're really nice folks. Got gifts in there. Next to that is the Iron Horse Restaurant. And I'm not sure if I missed anybody, but
yeah.
I hope I did. Right over here, next to it, is the
So we got the Welcome Center here, and that's right in about pretty much the middle of town. Yeah, that's, and and again, literally right across from the post office. So if you're doing a resupply pickup, by all means, make sure you use a crosswalk. Again, very heavy traffic area. You can hear a lot of big trucks coming through here. And please stop in, see Stone, let them know we sent you. And again, this is one of the stamp locations too. So if you've got your Appalachian Trail passport, definitely come in and get your passport stamped and learn a bit about the history. It's pretty cool here. All right. Well, thank you, Stone. Appreciate all your time. And
good, sir.
All right. So let's move on down the road. That was Stone telling us a little bit about the Welcoming Center, and inside is a lot of really cool history. There's some displays in there, some animal tracks, so you can see what different animal tracks look like. Some really neat little stuff. It's kind of a eclectic little place. So be sure to stop in. And those of you who actually have the Appalachian Trail passport, there's a lot of places in town to get stamps for it. So if you haven't been doing the stamp thing yet, this town is full of the stamps. So be sure to check those out. And then as we continue on down the road, we're going to come to the hardware store. And again, if you had any mechanical issues that needed to be taken care of, this is not a bad place to check out as well. All right, guys, and literally just a few steps down from the Hot Springs Welcome Center is the Gentry Hardware store. And again, if something's broken on your gear or you need something a little bit more upscale, you need to pick up a new pocket knife or something, This has a good supply of stuff. And again, it's a hardware store, so any screws, nuts, bolts, anything you might need to do a quick repair on some of your gear, this might be the perfect place to stop in and check out. And just as you pass over or pass by the hardware store, you come to the first body of water, and this is the one that runs right through town, and this is Spring Creek. And I mean, you would almost think this is a rapids from here, but it's a nice, well-flowing creek, beautiful, great view, and a nice place to just kind of chill out and zen out a little bit. At least for Aquaman it does. All right, so right across the street from the AT, because I'm on the AT right now, but right across is Spring Creek Tavern. Unfortunately, I am here during one of their closed days, so unfortunately I can't give you a little bit of background on them. But again, it's just one more place in town to check out if you get a chance. And just on the other side of Spring Creek, we come to the town's outfitters, or Bluff Mountain Outfitters. So let's go ahead, go inside, and see who's there. All right, guys, let's go ahead and take a tour of Bluff Mountain Outfitters. This is Wayne, and he's one of the workers here. He's going to kind of take us around and show us what it is. So, all right, let's see what you got.
It's a store. We've got a Blue Blaze, so our Blue Blaze right off the Appalachian Trail. So here's our Blue Blaze, and there's the Appalachian Trail right there. So
Awesome.
We got lots of stuff. We got, it's a mix of hiker stuff and stuff for the tourists, the people that are coming here. We got all your headlamps and scale to weigh yourself. We got full resupply.
Okay, yeah.
We got all the stuff that people want.
You got all the meals. You got the mountain house. You got the pretty much any kind of hiker food stuff. You guys all have a super good supply here. That's awesome. That's awesome.
And this side is more, your gift stuff upstairs. We've got our sleeping bags and tents.
Okay.
All that stuff up there.
So yeah, so it is a two-story, and there's lots to see both on top and bottom floor. What major brands do you guys carry?
We carry ULA packs, Osprey packs, Western Mountaineering bags, Kelty, Marmot, Sherpa, Oboes.
So pretty much all the major brands.
Yeah,
you guys.
Of stuff. Six Moon Designs. We've been carrying Six Moon Designs, Big Agnes.
Okay, awesome.
MSR, Cascade Designs, all that stuff. We've been here for 24 years.
Okay, so you guys definitely know what you're talking about, and you guys are all through hikers, I'm sure, and or good avid hiking.
See the summit. We got all our stuff here. I tore down a shed and built this little barn display back.
Oh, very cool, very cool. Yeah, I like the flag, the prayer flags.
This was, I think, built this in 1999. It's been there a while. Here's our, footwear department. We've got all our footwear, our socks. We've been trying on some shoes. Got Ultra, Keen, La Sportiva.
Nice.
Elbow, Solomon.
Okay.
Much stuff.
Yeah, pretty much all the.
Yeah,
you guys carry it all. I mean, you guys give REI a good run for the money. There you go.
Well, REI stands for
no.
really expensive items.
Yeah, actually, I've heard that.
We try to deep down on a lot of stuff.
So, and again, you guys have a good selection of tourist things here. You got a lot of branded items here for Hot Springs and the Appalachian Trail, so people.
Yeah, it's a mix of folks in town. The town has people coming to the springs, people day hiking, people going down the river, which apparently you're going to get to go down the river.
It looks like I might be doing that. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that.
Water out there, so if
the Hot Springs Rafting Company looks like they're going to hook us up.
I'd say Aquaman needs to go down the river.
Yeah, got to be on the water and maybe get in the spring and be in the water. So yeah, let's do Hot Springs. Let's do all we can water related. So. All right, Wayne. Well, thank you. I mean, again, the shop is amazing. You guys have a super collection of stuff here. If you really need a resupply, I guarantee you're not going to go wrong here. The prices are really on par. You guys super helpful. You guys are going to be helping me do a readjustment of my pack later on. So cool. You guys are very helpful. They're very knowledgeable. And thank you guys. We'll talk to you soon. Okay, guys. Well, that was really cool. As you can see, a lot of selection, really good place. Prices are reasonable. So again, If you didn't get a resupply down at the Dollar General and you needed some more specific trail foods or some other things that couldn't be found at a Dollar General or the hardware store, this is definitely your stop on the Hot Springs Trail. Okay, all right, well, let's move along and see what else we got in town. We got a lot to see. And for those of you who are looking for a little bit more of a gourmet taste, we do have the vast Riviera Provisions and Fine Foods. So you may want to go in there and check them out. They've got a great selection, very eclectic food, so you may enjoy what you get there. Hey guys, alright, so I just had lunch at the Riviera Provisions Fine Foods. It's kind of a little grocery store and deli, and I entertained myself with a Raft dog, which is really good. It was a spicy relish hot dog, really filling, and of course cheer wine, because I'm from the South. I love a good cheer wine. So yeah, really cool little place for lunch. So if you get a chance, definitely check out VR or the Riviera. All right, and across the street we've got the Creekwater Inn, and so both food and a place to stay. Again, another one. Currently not open right now, but maybe we'll check back with them and see if we can get. All right, again, we're about 3/4 of the way through town, and we're coming up to the public library. So if you're just needing to use a little bit of Wi-Fi, you can definitely come in here. They do have, they are welcoming. They do have Wi-Fi, and they ask for donations. Again, make sure you wear your mask while you're here, and enjoy your time. All right, we're almost through town now, and one of our last stops here is the Iron Horse Station restaurant, and let's take a look at the menu so you can kind of see what you're looking at. And this is probably one of the better dinner locations that I've found so far. Really enjoyed lunch and dinner here. Is really cool. And above the restaurant is actually a hiker hostel and hotel. So what you do is you'll actually keep walking down the street just shy of the railroad tracks. And then when you turn the corner, you're actually going to come around to the Iron Horse Station. So with the Iron Horse restaurant there, and of course the rooms are above, and then right next door is the Artesia Sun Gallery. So let's go in and get a little bit of information about this. All right, guys, well, I'm inside, and again, lots of neat artwork on the walls. And again, very eclectic, a lot of neat stuff. Again, cool little AT thing on the wall like that. And again, it has a neat coffee shop as well. So if you're a coffee snob, this is definitely a cool place to check out. Again, lots of really unique items. Probably wouldn't recommend hiking with these, but again, you could always go to the post office and mail some cool trinkets home. And again, a lot of neat stuff in here. So if you're looking for an artistical flair, definitely the place to check out. All right, guys, so I'm out in front of the again, the Iron Horse Station Tavern, and don't want to go in. There's a lot of people in there, and again, mask being required. Don't want to be walking around and inconveniencing people while they're eating. So, but again, this is actually both a restaurant on the downside and a hotel and a hiker hostel on the top side. So kind of a neat little place. All right, so got a couple more surprises, and we're moving right along. All right, as we walk away from the Iron Horse Station, you come to the railroad tracks, and these are active railroad tracks. So train traffic does come by, so you definitely hear it all the way through town. And we're coming up to one of the spots that makes this place famous. And right here on the side, you got a cool little caboose. Has a little display, part of town. And again, you got the beautiful mountain backdrops. So we've got this over here. And then as we go and look across the street, we have the Hot Springs Resort and Spa. And here's a little interesting thing about Hot Springs. So the resort that we're going to be looking into has actually been here since 1800. And it's got some interesting history to it, to say the least. Now, as we walk across the road here, we're still considered, this is actually the AT, we're still on the AT here. And the Hot Springs Resort and Spa actually has campgrounds. It actually has a little hotel over here. And these are all on the banks of the French River. All right, so we've pretty much left Hot Springs behind us. And going forward, now we're coming up on the French Broad River, which, again, is right next to the city of Hot Springs. And it is a heavily flowing river, as you can see down here. And again, we've got the white blazes as we go forward. So this bridge is part of the AT. And I'm going to show you a little something on the other side that you really have to be aware of. But again, river, beautiful, flowing. Got the mountains in the background. Pretty epic. As you finish crossing over the French Broad River, you got to be very careful, because I've heard of this happening to a lot of people by accident, where they come down here, and again, you got the white blaze. You're still following the white blazes. And then as you get to the end of this bridge, you're going to see that there are two white blazes on a telephone pole. And if you see where these young ladies are going, they're actually following the AT. And that's where you're supposed to go. Okay? So don't keep walking down the road. You'll see a white blaze. You'll see there are two white blazes here. You come down to the end here. And then you make an immediate turn and you go down the trail as it goes down the hill. All right, so wanted to give you that little PSA so you didn't miss that. Again, a lot of people make the mistake and just keep walking down the road until they realize they're way off track. So don't let that happen to you. You've been informed. All right, now let's check out the spa. All right, guys. Well, we're on the far side of town, and here's the Hot Springs Resort and Spa, established back in 1778. So this place has been around a bit. And what you're going to do is, as you come in here, follow this gravel road all the way down to the actual resort. So as we come down to the end of the gravel road, it's really well maintained here. Beautiful landscaped area set right up against the back of the mountains behind you. And this quaint little building behind me is actually the Hot Springs Resort and Spa. I'm here at the Hot Springs Spa and Resort. Now, a lot of people are coming in and out, and so we didn't have to ask for permission from a lot of different people. I basically just got the lowdown on the entire place, and I'm just going to go ahead and just kind of paraphrase what I was told by the manager on duty. And this place is pretty epic. So just from the French Broad River, which is right over here, to the railroad tracks, which are right over there, this little tract of land in between, which isn't that much, has had so much history. Now, this place was founded right about 1778 to about 1800. Nobody has a specific date, but that's about the time frame when this place was first found. And the hot springs that are in here are actual natural hot springs. And on the screen right now, you'll see these are the minerals that are found in the hot springs water. Now, the main one is actually Epsom salt. So for you hikers out there who are coming in and you're achy and tired and whatnot, this Epsom salt bath will be a godsend to you. So definitely, if you can get the opportunity, totally check it out. So prices range from during the day for the standard tub, which is $50 during the day, $60 at night, and then you've got the deluxe. Now, the difference between the standard and the deluxe is going to be just the size of the area around and the amount of privacy. The standard tub doesn't have a whole lot of privacy. It's just kind of an open area. The deluxe has a little bit higher of a sitting wall around it, so you have a little bit more privacy to it. Then you've got another upgrade from there. I know the top one is called the Signature. Now, I've got the price sheets up so you can see, and the last two are the upgraded ones, and those actually are, instead of an hour long, is an hour and a half, and they also include the a little bit more deck space, some furniture, and they have a propane heater next to them. So when you get out, if you're cold, when you get out, they're heated. But right now the temperature is really pleasant, so it shouldn't be a problem. And then the Signature one actually comes with towels and robes. So that's the only one that comes with towels and robes. So when you come, you're going to want to make sure you have your own bathing suit and a towel. So you'll need a towel to bring with you for the activity. Unless you want to just walk back to your hostel drip dry. So your option. Now, but again, the history here is crazy as far as the amount of stuff that's happened here in the past few hundred years. So, in fact, on the front porch behind me, one of the Confederate commanders was actually assassinated by a Union sniper. So, I mean, that's the kind of history. And then during World War I, because a lot of German merchant marines would go up and down the waterways, they were actually all taken in, and there used to be a huge hotel here, actually 3 different hotels here, and all 3 of those have actually burned down. And the last one, I believe he said, burned down in the 1980s. But still, a lot of the construction material from those 3 grand hotels, and these were the grand old school style. So if you've ever seen like some of the Biltmore type stuff, some of the Biltmore bricks are here. So that just kind of gives you a heads up as far as the kind of history here. Now, on the screen right now is this is a history sheet that they provided, but they said check out their website. That address will be there too, and that address will take you to a history page. So if you really want to, if you're a history buff and you really want to learn about the area and about the hot springs themselves, definitely worth checking out, because they have a whole section about just the history of the area and the hot springs. So all right, well, I want to say that's it, but we have a little bit more, so stay tuned. Well, I'm back again here at the Spring Creek Tavern and Inn, and the last time I was going through town, they were closed, but I did get to eat there last night. The food is great, so if you have a chance, definitely check them out. One of their specialties is actually catfish tacos, which are really awesome, I can say from personal experience. And they do have a few rooms out back. So if everything else is booked up, you may want to try here and check out their rates. Hey guys, Aquaman here, and we're about to do something a little bit different along the AT. Today, we're going whitewater rafting.
First thing we want to go over is how to sit in these boats, okay? These are not seats. These are here to stabilize the boat, and they do react. So you want to be sitting on the black strip or the outer donut of the boat. Now, if you're sitting on the left side, you want to have your left foot underneath this tube. Opposite foot, back flat along the floor, press along this tube. As long as you have 1 foot braced in here at all times a day, it's almost impossible to fall out. The one thing you want to remember is do not try to stand up. Do not put your feet down out here. If you try to stand up, put your feet down, what could happen is you put yourself in a very life-threatening situation called foot entrapment. And what happens is your foot gets lodged on the bottom of the river, and the force of the current is going to push you face down. It's very easy to avoid. What you want to do instead is you want to lean back on your jacket. All your jackets are designed to keep your head afloat and create an air pocket around your face. So you want to lean back on that jacket, toes up out of the water where you can see them, like you're laying in a lazy boy. Okay, toes up out of the water where you can see them. That way, if you come into any other objects that might be out there, rocks, logs, another boat, you can push away and stay. You guys gotta help get me to the rock. Once we get to the rock, we'll lean in towards the center of the boat, we'll spin off it, and come on down. And we're gonna stop right around the corner after this rapid.
Okay.
Let's go easy forward all together. Faster, harder, faster, harder. Rip! Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Lean, lean. And forward.
See all the wreckage of the boats ahead of us?
Nice. What's that?
That's it. I was telling you, see all the wreckage of the rafts ahead of us?
Yeah.
Hey guys, alright, so we're about halfway through the rapids so far. We're taking a break here on a little rock island. There's our boat over here, and the whole crew from the other boat over here. So far, we've done quite a few class 3. We just came off the pinball. Pretty awesome. Still got a ways to go, but thought I'd shoot some video. Hope you guys are having fun.
Grip. Forward. Grip. Forward. Harder.
Glad we made it.
So they used the river to bring the logs down. And there was a low head dam right here. So we're going to be going over the rebar from the big flood of 1916. And it flooded, wiped the town of Runyon off the map. It rained 24 inches in 24 hours. Two tropical storms met right here in the mountains. And that town was wiped off the face of the earth, never to come back. Water's a little up today, so you don't see the rebar, but we're going right through it. See some on that rock over there?
Yep, I see it.
Rip.
Hey guys, it's Aquaman, and tonight we're doing a little bit of a special treat. One of the things Hot Springs is known for is its actual spring water, which is we talked about earlier when we talked about the spa. Well, tonight we're actually getting to use the spa, so we'll catch you in the water. Alright guys, well, I'm enjoying a mineral bath from the hot springs of Hot Springs, North Carolina, and I have to say, it's not too bad. Now the water is not super hot, it's only about 102 degrees, which is not very far above body temperature, but it's very comfortable, very nice. The minerals that are in the water mostly consist of Epsom salt, but as you can see, there's a whole list of other minerals that are in the water, and they have therapeutic features that helps the body rejuvenate, which is the whole point of these sessions. Now, the typical session runs about an hour, but they do have sessions that go all the way up to an hour and a half, depending on what package you get. Basically, it goes from $50 all the way up to $190, and I believe they have 4 different packages you can get, and I think I have those up on the screen for you as well. So the water is great. I'm enjoying it. Definitely great for the hiker knees and hiker ankles and hiker back and shoulder issues. So if you have a chance, let them know Aquaman sent you, and enjoy yourself a nice hot spring. All right, Hot Springs. It's been a great time. Thank you for all the entertainment, the dining, the great places to stay, all the amazing people. It's time to head down trail. Love you guys. Catch you on the next one. If you haven't subscribed, please do hit that notification bell so that way you know exactly when I do drop my next video. And I'll see you guys on the trail. You guys take care.